cannolis. Ayo, pass the gabagool, because my cannoli-eating, gabagool-dishing-outing coach is taking the field as my Philadelphia Eagles get ready to double moonwalk the Patriots' ass.
Stand up! New York Giant fans, Bandle, are you ready for game number 1?
Let's freaking go, baby! I'm ready! Let's do it! We look good out here! We look good today!
Daniel Jones is going to be better than Dak Prescott. When I said I wanted to punch him in the windpipe and watch him choke to death, I would like to punch him right in the freaking mouth!
Not many people talk about dolphin sex, so I'm probably the best in the world at that. You know, I'm one of the better ones at that. That's probably my best talent, actually. And I am banned from SeaWorld. That is true, actually.
I would let a bald eagle piss in my mouth right now for an Eagles victory.
The Giants always stink. You by the way, King Dingbat here, and welcome to week 2 of the preseason as the Philadelphia Eagles take on Nelson Stinkular and the New England Patriots. And before we can even start talking about this game, we got to do one thing that's very important. One thing that's very important. We got to get this hat. We got to flip it around, and we got to have the greatest logo in sports history on the screen as we talk about the greatest team in sports history, the Philadelphia Eagles. This is the greatest logo in sports, in my mind. Bring it back, birds. Come on, Jeffrey Lurie. What are you doing? Bring it back. Bring it back. You know what I mean? I'm pumped for this game. I'm jacked for this game. You know, and people always go, what do you get so excited and so animated about a preseason game for? I can't help it. Okay? I can't help it. When it comes to football, you know what I mean? I can't get enough. There's always intriguing matchups. There's always things going on. And it's just like a very long story. We get to see each week a little more of the story unravel as the world is proven wrong about my Philadelphia Eagles. As they're proven wrong about your Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to realize the Eagles are better than anybody thought. Are you not ready to put a helmet on with me right now? Are you not ready to get in the huddle? Are you not ready to run through this wall? Let's go play some ball, man. Let's go. You know, it's football time. I don't care if it's preseason. I don't care. I don't care if it's matrimonial duty season. Football must be played. Football must be done. That's how I feel. Now, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And by the way, we will be streaming the game live tomorrow. So if you haven't, like, subscribe, and you don't want to miss it because it's going to be a lot of fun. And I have to say this too. If you have the Newsbreak app, maybe you want to get the Newsbreak app. Click the link in the description, give your boy a follow. And if you already gave me a follow, twirl around in a circle and give yourself a little dance. Thank you. Give yourself a little white rerun. You know what I mean? Thank you. But in all seriousness, I'm over there, I'm over here, I'm over there, now I'm over here now. So yeah, give your boy a follow. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a great game tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Now I don't care about winning. I don't care what the final score is going to be. What I want to see is certain players do good. I want to see certain battles by position. I want to see who's going to win them. Although a lot of them are already they're already over as far as I'm concerned. And I want to see how Jalen Hurts looks. He is our quarterback. He's the guy that we need to count on. And I want to see how he does. Now, in prior seasons, you've had 4 weeks of the preseason, and the way teams have done it was the third week was considered the dress rehearsal. The fourth week, you play backups. You don't play your starters heading into week 1. Okay, you don't want to get the guys hurt the last preseason game. This year, I'm assuming, and it hasn't been announced as of this video being made, that the Eagles are going to have a dress rehearsal this week. This week 2 will be their dress rehearsal. And what I'd like to see is this. I'd like to see Miles Sanders play for about a quarter and a half, get him out of the game. Clearly, they're going to build their offense and gear it towards that running game and him. I don't want him hurt, but I do want him to get some work. So he's got to get some carries, then get him out. The rest of the guys, in my opinion, they need to play through the first half, early into the third quarter. I want Jalen Hurts in there for the opening drive or the opening series for the Eagles of the second half. After that, you can take him out. Then you could go to Flacco for the rest of the game if you want. I don't care. But this has to be the dress rehearsal. Certain guys, we're waiting to see if they'll play. I'm not counting on it, though. Devontae Smith, Kevon Walsh. I think Smith is going to get some carry or some reps next week. I don't think he's going to play tonight. But if he does play, even better, okay? You can't overdo him, but you can still do him a little bit, you know what I mean? So, anyways, but I want to see this, and I want this to be treated as a dress rehearsal. And I want to see this team go out and double moonwalk that ass, okay? I know they're going to be vanilla in defense. I know they're not going to like to blitz or something like that. But look, maybe you look and you see it's Belichick, and maybe you dial up just a couple blitzes, and you go destroy them. You know what I mean? That's okay with me. That's okay with me. But there's a lot of guys I'm looking forward to seeing. I mean, if we just look at the offensive side of the ball, right? Of course, number one is Jalen Hurts. I want to see how he does. I think he's had a pretty good week at camp this week. So I want to see him go out and I want to see him do well. I want to see him play at least into the third quarter. Then, like I said, a little bit of Miles Sanders. And then we talk about this wide receiving core, right? Jalen Reagor has been lights out. He's making one-handed catches. He's playing out of his mind. And it all starts with the accountability that my cannoli-eating, gabagool-dishing-outer coach did. He went and he got on his ass publicly. He let him have it, and it woke Reagor to hell up. And now Reagor is looking like the guy that we drafted, what we expected from him. And it's great to hear, okay? Quez Watkins. I want to see more Quez Watkins. I can't get enough Quez Watkins. I love the guy. You know what I mean? I may have to get myself a Quez Watkins jersey before anybody else. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm digging. I dig it. I dig you, Quez. I dig you. Keep doing your thing. You know what I mean? All right, there you go. Pause enough. So, I want to see more Quez Watkins. Matter of fact, I want to see early on in this game, I want to see the Eagles take a shot deep down the field to Quez Watkins or Reagor, okay? They have destroyed these corners all week for New England because of the joint practices and whatnot. Go out there and destroy them in the game. That's what I want to see. If we can get that, and if Quez Watkins has another game, forget about it, dude. Forget about it. Okay? Everybody's already going nuts. It's going to be even crazier. But I think you got the real deal in Quez, Reagor, and Devontae Smith. You have a scary threesome of guys, dude. You know what I mean? You do. Because that's a lot of speed, a lot of skill at the wide receiving position. So I want to see those wide receivers. Of course, I want to see how this offensive line holds up. I want them to play well. Of course, I'm going to be watching Jordan Mailata very closely. And then on the defensive side of the ball, I really am intrigued by these linebackers. Alex Singleton, Sean Bradley, TJ Edwards. I think these linebackers have been playing very well, and they've been kind of led by Wilson, right? He has done a great job coming to Philly, kind of taking these linebackers under his wing. I want to see how those guys continue to play, because we knew the linebackers were young. We knew these linebackers were talented, okay? But we were wondering, and what we still need to see is who would emerge, who would kind of, live up to their potential. And it looks like there's quite a few guys who are playing really good. I think Sean Bradley played really good last week and didn't get a lot of love and didn't get a lot talked about him, but he was all over the field when he was on the field. Alex Singleton played really good as well. TJ Edwards, I want to see him because I think he's a player. So I want to see those guys play. Of course, I think with Slay and Nelson, I think you know what you're going to get. Harris, I thought Anthony Harris played good in preseason last week. He had a big hit. Will Kevon Walsh play? That safety position is a concern. So let's see what happens there. Guys like Jaquat, Epps, those guys, we'll see if they can come out and do a decent job. I also want to take a strong look, and I talked about this in a prior video. I really want to take a strong look at the return game. I think it's important for the Eagles to get something out of their kick return game and their punt return game. Too many times since 2016 when Darren Sproles left, or he got old, okay, because he was there like 2-3 years too long. But we haven't had a good return game. Matter of fact, I think Wendell Smallwood had a kick return for a touchdown in 2016. Darren Sproles had a punt return for a touchdown in 2016. We hadn't had anything since then, okay? From 2016 till 2020 last year, where Jalen Reagor runs back a punt return versus the Green Bay Packers. That was the first touchdown we had in years on special teams. That needs to change, okay? Greg Ward Jr., I like him. He's going to make the team as a receiver. I like him. Ball Scott, I like him. Neither of those guys to me are returners. I don't want them returning. They're good for like 2.5 yards a return. I don't need it. What I want to see is who can emerge as a kickoff returner and as a punt returner. I would put Jalen Reagor back at punts. That's just the way I would do it. I think he's really good there. You help build his confidence there, and you can do that with Quez Watkins and Devontae Smith on your team. I would not put Quez Watkins and Devontae Smith on kick returns or punt returns, though. I just got to say that and get that out there, because I see Reagor as being more of a slot wide receiver this year, okay? So I am not doing that. Quez Watkins and Devontae Smith, they don't do returns. They don't do punts. Reagor, I would do it, okay? Huntley, I want to see him on the kick returns. Can he return a punt? Can he return a kick? If we can get some help at the kick return game, punt return game, it could be huge for us. It could win you 1 or 2 games. It really could. If you could change the field position battles and things like that, you don't always have to return it for a touchdown. Sometimes it's just about flipping the field position, and we haven't had that in a few years. So I'm going to be looking very strongly at that. I think the left tackle battle is over. I think the running back battle is over after Carrion got cut. I think you have a battle at tight end, but I kind of see Goddard and Ertz as interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? I see them as interchangeable. Jackson, as far as tight end, I want him to make this team. So I'm going to be watching him very closely as well. But on the defensive side of the ball, Josh Sweat, Derek Barnett, that's still a battle that's going on. Barnett has a hurt shoulder. How much is he going to miss? Is he going to miss any time? Because to me, Josh Sweat is leading that. And then, of course, the safety position, I want to watch very closely. But, for the most part, I think a lot of these battles are already over. We've had guys come in, like Quez Watkins, like Jordan Mailata, and just run away with it. I'll tell you one other guy I would like to see play. Okay, in closing, one other guy I would like to see get some reps, and I don't think he's going to until maybe the last preseason game, but I want to see Elijah Holyfield. I want to see him get a chance. I mean, he's big, he's physical, he's supposed to be pretty fast. I want to see what he can do. I really do. So hopefully we'll get a chance. I would like to see him this game, but if this is a dress rehearsal, chances are we probably won't. And like I said, a little bit of Miles Sanders. You just give me a quarter of Miles Sanders, quarter and a half, get him out. And then he doesn't play the following week. Like, remember, this is a dress rehearsal. So next week, you don't play Miles Sanders, you don't play Hurts, you don't play Quez Watkins, you don't play Reagor, you don't play your starting offensive line, defensive line, all that. Maybe you give a few reps to guys that miss some time, like a Devontae Smith or Kevon Wallace if they don't play, but that's about it. Like I said, I will be streaming this game live. It's always crazy in those streams. So if you haven't, subscribe, click that little bell, that little thingamajig up there. Click it so you get notification, because notifications are always whacked out. I always get people who are like 2 hours later, I just got your notification. What? You know what I mean? So do it. We'll be here live on Thursday. It's going to be a lot of fun. And with that said, it don't matter whether the Eagles win or lose. I don't care. Just go out and play good. That's what's important. So with that said, take care. Talk to you later. And of course, don't be a mother humping dingbat. Hey friends, Mark Holmes with your buddy, Cowboy Joe Boo, and I want to thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the Australian Mark Holmes Network. So, that's what I want from Mark Holmes. That's what I want. I want Joe Boo's head, no doubt about it. I want Joe Boo's head. You know what I mean? And if I can't get it, then this is what I want. Week 3, Eagles, Cowboys, Monday Night Football. The loser of that game has to do all his videos the next day in an Australian accent. That's right, in an Australian accent. So when Mark does all his 90 videos for the day every 5 minutes, has to be done in Australian accent. That's what I want. Of course, if the Eagles sweep the Cowboys, I want Joe Boo's head still. And I'm coming for Mark Holmes Meats.